Tellemtribe Tarot, daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I am Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, coming to you with another reading. Sending so much love, light, prosperity, good vibes, and feelings of understanding and clarity to you. Energy of understanding and clarity. Three of Wands, flipped over the wrong way. Gemini, you're in the planning stage of something. I feel like you are ready to explore. You know what you want, finally. You can narrow it down to one specific thing. See how I jumped into that? You're ready to jump into action. And you're ready to finalize on that specific thing, whatever that is for you, whether it's love, whether it's money, career, which is money in so many words, but a side hustle, just achieving something that you can be proud of. And I just feel like that's the energy that you have right now. So let's take this reading and see how it can take you to the next level. If you want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description. It'll take you to my website. And then you can book the reading there. See, the world, the cycle is definitely coming to an end, Gemini. You've been going through the works. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Struggling with getting something off the ground. Seeing things through all the changes. It may be a relationship that you were in that challenged you to a fault, where you thought you wouldn't make it through if you're in a relationship. And the whole dynamic of the relationship was just difficult for you because you may not have known how to be in a healthy relationship, and this cycle could mean a year for you or a milestone of some sort that you hit, and you're now understanding why you had to go through everything to get to this point. And it's the same thing with, could have been a business or a failed business, and why the downfall had to happen or things had to fall apart, for you to understand why this cycle why you had to go through this cycle, and how much you should appreciate it, because now you know how to maneuver. So there's some great things happening, Gemini, and I think that you need to embrace what's going on, right? So let's take a look and see what's happening with you overall. Drop a comment to say hello to a goddess, because you know I love it when you say hello. Turn on post notifications, subscribe to the channel, join the channel membership if you want that exclusive content. I'd appreciate it. It helps the channel, and more importantly, you get basically a one-on-one connection to the goddess of the Tellemtribe. You dig? All right, Gemini, so with your overall energy being the world, definitely coming to an end of a cycle. The challenge with coming to this end of the cycle is seeing how you can take this next step in your connection or in your life with this new attitude, with this new feeling, like you're shedding old skin, so to speak. And you have a responsibility to yourself to continue to move forward and not backtrack. So it's like you can remember everything that went wrong. You can remember when in the past where you kept hope alive for things that you had to grow from with the star card, and then those things either fell apart or you had to grow through some difficult times, and now you're here and you're faced with the responsibility of standing on business. So it's just a little bit of a complication for you. It's a breath of fresh air to know that you're now seeing why you had to have certain experiences, but it's also a bit intimidating because you now have to hold yourself responsible to not backtrack and do things a little bit differently. Your focus right now should be the Knight of Pentacles. So your focus is to be vigilant in your actions, taking on the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, meaning that you aim higher than you did before. So it's like your determination needs to be on 10. So some of you may have a goal that you've been working on, and the goal is seemingly in the same space from where it was a year ago or however long ago that you're comparing the present to, but in actuality it isn't, because with the things that you failed when you tried, you learned what didn't work, and now you see how things should be. So you can now put in that extra work to make it happen the right way. Same thing if you're in a relationship. You knew what did and didn't work in your relationship when trying relentlessly, you didn't lose hope, and now you're moving onward to trying different things to revive your relationship. So this is just an overall energy of someone who's determined to make some changes in their life and to try to get romance back into your relationship and trying to get passion back into your business. I feel like with whatever you were working on in the past, again, it could be a relationship, it could be a business, it could be work, anything that lacks passion is going to take your interest away. If you're not passionate about something, if you're not feeling connected to it intuitively, it's just not going to feel good. It's like you're making a ton of money doing something, but because it feels like work, it feels like you're a slave to your passion or a slave to your work. And because there's no passion in it. The same thing with the relationship. You'd be a slave to the connection because you're putting in the motions, you're doing all the motions, but it's just, it doesn't touch your soul. So now you know what was missing. You know the positive changes that you have to make things work this go round, like how you have to reinvent yourself. Now your strength right now is the Page of Cups. So I feel like with you looking for the element of surprise in what you have going on, like trying to create new creative ways to elevate. I think that's what it is. Like you're looking for new ways to be creative in whatever it is that you do, and that's your strong point. Near future is the Knight of Swords. So in order for you to grasp this energy of the Knight of Swords, you have to keep being creative in whatever you're doing so that you don't lose that momentum in whatever it is that you're thinking about. If there's something that you're working towards and you really want it to happen, the Nine of Swords is that card of action. You need to take action. You need to think logically, of course. Don't get your feelings too involved and look at cause and effect and take action. And I feel like with you paying attention to those details and ensuring that you're working on the things that you've neglected in the past, the success rate for you is inevitable. The advice for you is the Fool. Do not be afraid to start again and again. That's how you succeed. Like with a relationship, you're falling in love with the same person over and over again as they're evolving over time. So you might, learn some new things about your person that you didn't know about them initially. So it's like starting a new beginning with someone else. It's like you're getting to know a different person in each cycle. It's the same thing with the advice for the Fool. It's just saying that be open-minded to getting to know that person over and over again, being creative like the Page of Cups with the surprises, doing things that makes your person happy, remembering what they care about. The same thing with your business or your financial life and your career. Remember why you got involved, and if you're doing something that's mundane and it's not making you happy, remember that you need to reinvent what you're doing so that you can draw closer to your passion and fulfill what your soul desires, what your heart desires. Your environment right now is the Seven of Wands. So you have to draw the line in the sand between any distractions and anything that's keeping you from showing up as your true authentic self in your connection, whether it be the person that you're actually with or people around you that are giving you bad advice or feel like they can step in and create complications in your connections, or people that feel like they can create complications in your plans, as in saying too much of your plans to people who don't understand the vision. So your environment is that you need to stay focused and set clear boundaries, because it'll put you in a position to get things done. And you can't lose with that momentum. You can't lose with that attitude. Now your hope is that you will have the strength to persevere, and that you don't fall short like in the past, where you may have lost hope, and when things got difficult you may have felt as if things were never going to change. But you're seeing now with the World card as your overall energy that, oh shit does change for the better, as long as I see it through and not be a pessimist and a negative Nancy, so to speak. And then now with the possible outcome being the Seven of Cups, you're going to have more options. When you open up your heart and your desires to being more creative and to allowing different perspectives into what you have going on, you create a space for more options. And your guides are saying that the Seven of Cups is going to be your end game right now, like your possible outcome, where you will have all of these options available to you. Now, in a relationship, it's tricky because once you start, doing things for your partner that brings them joy and happiness, it'll bring you joy and happiness, and people are attracted to that. And it's so interesting because when you're single, people don't be fucking with you when you're single, but as soon as you get in a relationship, people just think that you're the shit. You're the one that they want. So it's just saying, be careful when things start rolling and going well in your connection, when you start making those decisions and loving your person over and over again and start focusing on what makes that connection grow. Be mindful of the people that may come around. Be strong in your person and your pursuit for happiness and love and loyalty and honesty. And don't allow these options to deter you from messing up a good thing. Same thing with you in your career. Don't allow, packages that are being shown to you, like incentives for doing more for the moment, or stepping on toes just so you can get ahead for a moment, when in the long run it's not a good look. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the way how your decisions are affecting things, and just be a good person in all that you do, and don't fall short on your goals and your passions. Remember why you got involved to begin with, in any capacity, in anything that you're doing. Remember why you got involved. So I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, and then we're going to close this one out, Gemini. Spirit, please provide me with... Oh, so many cards came out. I'm just going to roll with this one. Moon honor phases. Respect where you are. Self-care. Sync with cycles. Exactly. Going with the flow of the cycle. I don't even have to read the guidebook for this oracle card. The different phases of your life are important, every single one of them, and you have to embrace each one. And now that you've come to a cycle, where an end of a cycle where you might have moved on from something, or you're moving on to the next phase of something, you have to keep an open mind and embrace each phase of what you went through and grow from it. Respect where you are, honor where you are. Don't forget self-care, and keep pushing towards connecting with your passions, because that is where your happiness resides, Gemini. I hope this reading resonates with someone, and until next time, love and light. Tribe.
Don't forget to love her back before you lose another one. I need affection like a lazy sugar baby. Need confections, new beginnings with the feelings are the dopest. My confessions are too fluid, but I knew it. He too